This is Caroline Van Hal. Welcome to our attendee orientation webinar, where we're talking about Know Before You Go. I'd like to welcome you all to here. Can I do a sound check? Lauren, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. I'd like to welcome you, and also joining in our welcome is Excel Lavoie and Christopher Lee, and play a short video talking all about M-Enabling 2025.
The M-Enabling Summit was established to spark collaboration and innovation in digital accessibility. So over the years, it has become a one-of-a-kind platform where persons with disabilities, developers, industry leaders, accessibility professionals, and policymakers come together to share ideas, experiences, and actually forge meaningful partnerships that create new opportunities.
We want to invite you to the M-Enabling Summit, which is happening in Arlington, Virginia, October 6th through the 8th. We have a fantastic program lined up this year, a lot of sessions and side events around digital accessibility. Some of the side events that we're hosting, one of them is an accessibility professional forum. It's the first time that we're doing that. We're also doing an executive launching of a new podcast series called For the Rest of Us. We're drilling down, talking about some difficult topics. One of them is acquired disabilities and disasters, as well as we're having community chats over the 3 days where we're talking to accessibility professionals about the work they're doing around the globe. And then we're closing it off with a consumer insight forum. So a lot of offerings at the summit this year. Join us in Arlington, Virginia, October 6th through the 8th. Thanks.
Hi, and welcome to our Know Before You Go orientation for attendees. We are delighted to have you join us and so many new people. I'll do a short welcome, and then Laura's going to talk about important Know Before You Go information, and you'll also have that information in an upcoming email. We'll give an overview of the 20 M-Enabling Summit agenda, and also talk about the new Accessibility Professionals Forum and the new Exhibitor Demonstration Theatre. And then we'll hear from Lauren Blankenship on the new Attendee Hub and on mobile app. We're encouraging everybody to download the mobile app. That's your real M-Enabling Summit in your hand. And Sam Evans is going to talk through the accessibility services available for you at the summit. And then we'll close with a question and answer session. And we'll be open to taking your questions in the Q&A bot or also in the chat area. And I'm going to hand over to Laura to talk about our new conference venue and important Know Before You Go information.
Thank you, Caroline. Welcome, everyone. We're excited to have you join us at M-Enabling next week. I'd like to take a moment to review some key topics in advance to address your travel and some issues at the hotel. So this year we'll be at the Crystal Gateway Marriott. It is a new facility for us. Easy access to Reagan National Airport and the Crystal City Metro. The address is noted here, 1700 Richmond Highway in Arlington. The hotel is connected to the Crystal City shops. Again, the Metro, it's walking distance from the Pentagon and only 3 short stops, Metro stops away from DC. Hotel check-in is at 4, checkout is at noon. During check-in, if at some point you need assistance with evacuation services at the hotel, please inform the front desk. They keep a list of people that would need help in case of an emergency. Wi-Fi will be accessible through the conference center floor, and we will make the codes available to you in the Know Before You Go that'll be written following this meeting. Next slide. The travel options to get to the Gateway Marriott. Driving, we do have discounted self-parking tickets available at the G3 ICT registration desk. The Metro is available. From Reagan National, there is a hotel shuttle that will run every 30 minutes from 5 a.m. to midnight. However, the last departure from the hotel is at 11:30. The hotel has an accessible hotel shuttle They do need at least 1 hour ahead notice for anyone that needs that. So please do call ahead at the number listed here, as well as we will have that documented. It's documented on our website. For anyone that needs wheelchair assisted taxi service, there is a number also on our website to the yellow cab in the Virginia area. Registration will be open. It will start Sunday night. So if you arrive early, please come Sunday night to beat the crowds and get registered your materials, as well as you can join us for a mixer, and I'll mention that in a moment. Here you'll also see the other registration hours. Registration will be open during the day, all day of the conference, but the main times to pick up your materials will be as noted on this slide. The dress code for the summit is business casual. We are providing breakfast and lunches each day of the summit that you're registered for. Our social events will be a welcome mixer sponsored by BIT on Sunday night. Please visit BIT to get your free ticket for a cocktail. There's also a cocktail reception on Monday the 6th from 6 to 7:30. Please note that any social event that we schedule at the hotel, the bars at the hotel are cash only. They do not accept credit cards or any other form of payment besides cash. One other note to start the conference on Monday, the morning plenary sessions will have overflow seating in salons 1, 5, and 6 with ASL and cart services provided. When you arrive at registration, beside your name tag, you will also get an agenda at a glance. Obviously, that's printed before your arrival, so there are going to be some changes to the agenda, and those agenda changes will be available. The most current changes will be available in the app for viewing. We'll also try and send out push notifications as well as have an addendum of any changes that we know up front. We will have a lot of G3 ICT and IAAP staff available to help you with your needs, registration, accessibility services. Please note that we have special lanyards for the staff, and they're bright orange, and they say G3 ICT staff. So please stop, ask any of us, questions or if you need assistance. Lauren will be talking about the app, but please, if you have not downloaded it, please download it, start planning your schedule, which you can do in the app, and Lauren will talk about that as well. Also this year, we have the option to purchase knowledge tests to get your digital badge. So please, at registration, if you're interested in that activity, please let registration know, and they'll let you know how you need to get your test and what needs to be done to complete that. Also, share the fun on social media. Here's our links. It's nice to have the visibility out there, but it's nice to let people know, your colleagues know where you are and what you're doing. So here are the links for the social media. I just wanted to show a brief outline, layout of the hotel. So most of you are going to be arriving, you all are going to be arriving to the conference floor via an escalator from the lobby, an elevator from the lobby, or an elevator from your guest room. Once you get to the conference floor, which is the first floor of the hotel, looking in the middle, you'll see an outline of Grand Ballroom. In the Grand Ballroom, there are separate salons, but within the salons, A through G and F is where the exhibit hall will be. On the other side of the salon, on the other side of the ballroom are salons H, J, and K, and those will be breakout sessions. If you look down a little bit from that exhibit hall, you'll see a blue line that says tabletop exhibits. So there'll be some tabletop exhibits also in the pre-function foyer space. And just to the left and above that is a very small print, and I'm sorry about that, is where the registration desk and accessibility desks will be. So anytime you need anything, please stop by those desks. Someone will be able to help you. Moving to your left, you'll see the Arlington Ballroom. The middle of the ballroom, salons 3 and 4, will be where the general session will be held for all 3 days. The rooms around it, salons 1, 2, 5, and 6, will be where the breakouts are, as well as the alley chats and anything else that are parallel sessions will be in those outside rooms. Thank you. And I'd like to pass the torch to Francesca Sasabianchi, our Vice President of G3 ICT.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, and welcome everyone. My name is Francesca Cesabianchi, I'm Vice President of G3 ICT. I would like to give you some program overview for the 2025 M-Enabling Summit. We have a very rich program this year. But first, before unveiling it, I would like to thank our program advisory committee. The program committee is really fantastic. They have been giving us input on format and selection of topics. It's a panel of over 50 members, and it includes members from advocacy, influencers, consulting, end users, organizations, policy and standards, tech innovation. So it's a long list, and they have collaborated through survey and one-on-one meetings to provide input to us to the program. So this year's theme is digital accessibility innovation, a deep dive into next generation user experiences. At a glance, our event is 3-day event. We have over 200 speakers listed in 125 sessions to choose from. And we do have about 40 exhibitors, so just make time to visit the exhibit. The exhibit will be open on 10:30 on Monday, the first day one, and there will be an hour there just to visit the exhibit. So please make time to visit the exhibit, and then obviously the exhibit will be open every day on day one and day two. The architecture of our conference, it includes plenary, morning plenaries on day 1, 2, and 3, and breakout sessions in the afternoon. And there are really a dynamic array of formats. This year we have included high impact industry keynotes. You will hear from Meta, Amazon, Salesforce, Evinced, Forbes, to name a few. We have expert roundtables on tech and policy, trends, accessibility for professionals. So make sure you stay for the roundtables in the plenaries. We offer accessibility chats, which are fireside style short interviews in our recording studios. We have scheduled 18 chats, and public is admitted to those chats, so you can get into the recording studio if you like to listen to those chats. We offer also thought leadership forums, expert-led by Google, Crawford Technology, Fable, Continual Engines. These are some of the forums, to name it a few. Rapid fire panels, a number of them, in particular on global accessibility and what's happening, trends in the world. Interactive town halls. We host 3 town halls: W3C, the future of work, and a town hall on for the profession on day 3. We do have exhibit-led demos as well, about 18 demos. So it's really, it's for those who wants to know more about products, services that are there, and we have exhibitors providing those demos to you. Hands-on workshops, we have a number of them on day 3, so 5, 6 workshops to choose from. So please look at those as well if you're attending day 3. And then a number of curated side events that are led by distinguished voices in accessibility and ICT. And some of them are also listed and open to sign up. So please look at the side events as well. I want also to mention the IWP Awards recognition ceremony, which will be held on day 3. And then some of the social functions that we are hosting, as Laura mentioned, will have a welcome mixer, a cocktail opening, and those are held in the exhibit hall and nearby areas. And they offer really a good opportunity for networking. Many of you are there for networking, so take advantage of the time and space. This year, the new hotel offers a number of lounges and spaces in various floors as well that you can use for your meetings. And obviously, you can use the app, and we will hear just in a moment about that from Lauren about the app and the Attendee Hub. We offer in the program 3 tracks, an innovation track, which covers cutting-edge topics from my favorite agentic AIs, wearables, XR, standard AI, ethical use of AI, cognitive accessibility, digital health, design for older adults. These are just some of the topics you will find in the agenda. But we also host, and it's new this year, the Accessibility Professional Forum with dedicated IWP deep dive and ICT accessibility testing tracks. And these are a number of sessions that we host on the 2 days, day 1 and day 2. And then the Accessibility Professional Forum will continue on day 3 with other plenary sessions and the workshops. And in order to give you more information about that, you can see also in the next slides, our slides on the speakers page. The speakers page at a glance that you can review on our app and on our website, as well as agenda at a glance and agenda schedule. And we will talk about that in reference to the app as well. But in order to going back to the Accessibility Professional Forum, I am very pleased to welcome Dr. Chris Lowe, who is President of Accessibility Track Consulting and is this year's Accessibility Professional Forum Chair. And he will talk to you more about those 2 tracks, IWP deep dives and ICT accessibility testing tracks. So Chris, over to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Francesca. Thank you. Yeah, hi, everybody. Some of you may know me from the ICT Accessibility Testing Symposium. This is a conference that I've ran for the last 10 years. Last year, I had a discussion with Christopher Lee, and we decided to sort of merge the 2 conferences, try that out this year, and bring in peer review and cover the same sort of topics that we were covering, but expand them also to cover issues that were relevant for IAAP members more broadly. So we ended up with these 2 tracks through the process of this last year. We have developed this aspect of the conference as 2 tracks that feature only peer-reviewed content. And so we set up a peer review program, and we ended up with over 100 submissions, people wanting to present their work. We could only accept around about a quarter of the submissions due to time constraints. And so if you would like to actually find what are in those 2 tracks, if you go to the agenda page of the conference and click on the filters and then the presentation type, and if you choose either of the parallel sessions for the IAAP deep dive or the testing track, you'll see all of the sessions that are the peer-reviewed elements of this year's conference. Some of the day 3 workshops are also covered by the same IAAP and testing tracks, and were peer-reviewed as well. At the conference, I don't have too much to do other than introduce a few things. So come up and talk to me if you want to talk about the Accessibility Testing Forum and the Accessibility Professionals Forum and how we did it. And if you're interested to do submissions for next year, you can talk to myself, or you can talk to my co-chair, hopefully Andrew Nielsen. Andrew Nielsen is the head of the Section 508 government program, and as you may have seen in the news today, they're in a shutdown right now. He may not actually be able to come to the conference. Unfortunate timing, but we'll see how it plays out over the course of this week. You could also talk to Christopher Lee. He's the chair on the IAAP deep dive side, or Sam Cantor. She's coming to the conference, and she's the chair on the testing side, the co-chair. Not pictured here, also Pina Dintino was part of the program, and Sam Evans, who is on the call here, was part of the program as well. So thanks to everybody who was involved in putting this together. Now for me, it's the easy part of just let it all happen, and I'm going to let the rest of the team here deal with all the logistics. So hopefully we have a great conference, and we look forward to seeing you in either of those two tracks on the afternoon of Monday and the afternoon of Tuesday, or at one of the workshops on Wednesday. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lauren Blankenship, and we wanted to take a few minutes to walk you through the Attendee Hub and the Attendee app. I believe first we're going to start with a short video about the Attendee Hub website. The 2025 M-Enabling Summit Attendee Hub website. Today we'll be navigating through the website, showing you all of the new features we have this year. Starting off, we have our welcome homepage, where you will find 6 black widgets that can take you to our agenda, attendees page, speaker page, exhibitor page, sponsor page, and the community page. To the right of that, you'll find the event details and your pass information. Underneath the home widgets, you will find the event schedule. This will be an overview of all upcoming and current sessions, and if you click on any one of them, it will open up another window, and you can see the about, the time, location, and more. On the top of your screen, you'll have 5 navigation buttons, first being home, second being schedule. Underneath the schedule tab, you'll have all sessions, my schedule, and speakers. Clicking on all sessions, you'll be able to see everything coming up on any given day. You can filter these sessions or use our session guide. Currently, our session guide has 4 or 5 different tabs. You have all sessions, social events, exhibitor demo theater, workshops, and side events. Something important to note is under workshops and side events, you can add these to your own personal schedule to help create your custom experience. It's important you add these to your schedule, as both workshops and side events have very limited seating. By adding these to your schedule, you will automatically be saved a spot and registered for the workshop and or side event. Inside each session, you will find the title, the description, any tags, which will note if you will receive CPAC or CPWA or WAS credits. You will also find our speakers. By clicking on any speaker, you will be able to see all sessions they are tied to, their bio if they have one uploaded, as well as their picture, name, title, and company. Once you've created your custom schedule, you can return up to the navigation tabs, and under schedule, click My Schedule. Through this tab, you can download your own personal schedule to your personal calendar, as well as view it in the app. You can search your schedule by title, subject, or location, as well as see what you've selected for each day. The next tab we have is Community. Under Community, you can navigate to see all your attendees. Attendees are automatically hidden, and if you wish to be seen, you can change those settings. Underneath attendees, you can find discussions. Discussions are a great way to network at this year's summit. We have discussion groups for first-time attendees, IAAP certification holders, IAAP members, and IAAP certification study groups, and more to come. The next tab we'll be navigating to is our Expo tab. Underneath our Expo tab, you'll be able to find all the sponsors and exhibitors of this year's event. You can click on any sponsor or exhibitor and see their profile, which can include about them, their sponsorship level, as well as any staff that you can find at their booth. Finally, under the More tab, you will be able to see the M-Enabling floor plan and the M-Enabling website. Coming soon will be the Know Before You Go document and any other helpful documents for this year's summit. If you navigate to the far right of your screen, you will see a calendar, which will show you all of your upcoming events. You can find any notifications that you have pending, as well as any messages sent by other attendees or exhibitors. Finally, you will have your profile button Here, you can view your profile and make any edits, including an About Me section, create a headline, location, and share your own social media links if you choose to. Hello, everyone. It's Lauren again. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching the video with us. We have a lot of exciting things going on in the Attendee Hub. So there is a web version and a mobile app version. They are the same across the board. Whatever you do on the web version, you will also be able to do in the app. I did just put the link to the web version in the chat. You should have received an email inviting you to join the app if you haven't already. We highly encourage, please log in, start creating your schedule, start networking with other attendees. In the video I had mentioned, we had 4 different session guides listed at the time. Now we have a few more, including, as Chris Law mentioned, you can filter through and see what's on the IAAP deep dive track and the ICT testing track. You can also view our side events, workshops, and new this year, our demo theater sessions. We also highly recommend and encourage you to turn on your notifications throughout the summit. We will be sending out notifications through the app if there are any schedule changes, any upcoming starting events that you should not miss, and anything else that may be going on. We will also be uploading important documents in here, such as our evacuation plan, know before you go, and any other important documents. Feel free to start networking, connect with the exhibitors and sponsors. I know they'd love to hear from everyone, and we look forward to seeing you soon. I'm going to answer this one real quick while we're on the topic. The event app name it will be the Cvent app in the App Store or Google Store. Once you download the app and you open it, you should be able to search for the M-Enabling Summit 2025, or there's a QR code that was sent out via email, and we can resend that to you if you'd like.
Give me a moment, please, Lauren. I'd like to hand over to Sam Evans. Is everyone
Hello,
seeing
everyone. Hi, this is Sam Evans. I'm your certification director at IAAP, but I'm also helping coordinate our accessibility services at M-Enabling 2025. I'm going to bear with me for just a moment. I'm going to open up my PowerPoint as I've part of our slide.
Lauren, is everyone seeing my screen or not?
I can. There's a gray bar blocking part of the screen, so I'm going to open PowerPoint and read it on my slides. So for accessibility services at the summit, we do have an M-Enabling Summit Accessibility Desk, and that will be staffed by IAAP and G3 ICT team members during the conference. The Accessibility Desk is where you come to get instant answers for all of your services. It's right next to the registration area, and that's near the FedEx office on the conference floor. We are offering 2 conference walkthroughs. So that's an orientation tour. That'll allow you to find the space, to map your transit between the Arlington Ballroom, the sessions you'd like to attend, and understand the space in the conference floor before there are hundreds of your colleagues and peers together in the space. Hopefully this will make it easier for you to plan out. I want to go from the ballroom to Salon to, or where the exhibit floor is, where breaks and meals will happen. So be sure to let us know if you'd like to join us. Those will happen at the registration area on Sunday evening after the opening mixer from 7:45 to 8:15. And we'll offer another one early Monday morning from 7:30 to 8. So come explore the space with us, make a brain map, set your ideas of the spatial relationships between the spaces, so that you can enjoy the conference, and that'll be one less area to worry about. This year, we also have a wonderful offering from a company called Right Here. They are Wi-Fi repeaters that will allow you to engage for directions, navigation, with the app, and that app is listed in our enabling information. The app is Right Here, RIGHTHEAR. So that's a really great service to allow whether you need visual assistance or simply just need some directions to understand how to get from point A to point B. We have American Sign Language interpreters available at the summit again this year. There will be live interpreters in every session. So every workshop, every session in the ballrooms, the ICT, and the IAAP deep dives. We will have virtual interpreters in the accessibility, the A11Y chats. And so you'll have interpreters for the audience and perhaps an interpreter for our deaf presenters as well. There will be interpreters at registration during peak hours, as well as during breaks and at the social events and on the exhibit floor. Our interpreters will be wearing an enameled pin on their lanyard or their clothing that has the symbol for sign language. So it's a small red pin with the symbol for sign language. We also will have CART captions. CART captioning will be provided from our partner Caption First. That will be also available in each of the sessions in the Arlington Ballroom. They'll be displayed on large screens to the side. In this workout, the breakout sessions, they'll be presented on a large screen next to the presenters. Okay, so that covers the first points there. So in Arlington Ballroom, if you are a person that uses an assistive listening device that plugs into the FM transmitters in the Arlington Ballroom for the plenary sessions, fireside chats, etc., those are available. Check in with us at the accessibility desk, and we'll get you hooked up with one of those, and you can return it to after you've used that device for the program to connect to your device for amplification. We do have a brailled agenda at a glance for those who requested that. We also have a refreshable braille file for the agenda at a glance. And we also do have a Word document and a PDF. You'll be receiving a print copy that are made available to you, but we'll have those available as well, tagged PDF, Word doc, and a refreshable braille file. We do have battery charging stations. At the registration area, there'll be several small towers that have the ability for you to come stop in, plug in. If you need to plug a larger device like a scooter or wheelchair, we can help with that as well. We'll have cables and cords and adapters and dongles, so bring your laptop, your phone, etc. I even have some chargers for magnetic watch chargers if you need to recharge your devices. We do have meal service on your registration if you requested a specific meal type. Check in with us at the registration area and we'll help you coordinate getting that if you had a special meal that's going to be plated and delivered to you. If you're traveling with a service animal, there are going to be water stations on the conference level as well as at lobby level. Outside, there's not a designated service animal relief area. There are several landscaped areas outside the hotel, but within just a few blocks, there's a large 2-acre garden and park that includes a dog run. So there are spaces and places to walk Fido, and we'll be sure to help you identify those spaces outside the hotel. We do have We have a room that's available as needed if you need a quiet space to rest, recharge, meditate, pray, medications, etc. Come to the accessibility desk and we'll help you locate that room and space. It is moving day to day, but we do have that space available. Do come and check in with us. If you have other concerns or needs, again, please do visit us at the accessibility desk. We're really looking forward to having you join us, and we'll see you in just a few days.
Thank you so much, Sam. We're going to pause for questions and any questions you'd like to ask of anyone on the team. So please go ahead and either put the questions in the Q&A area. And Lauren, I think you're going through any questions that have already been asked and can give some of the information.
Yes, so the first one I would love to address real quick is about the QR code. I will share the QR code. I have also just put it into the PowerPoint. So one of the questions was, will we be sharing the PowerPoint? Yes, we will. So you will also have access to the QR code through the PowerPoint. The other questions we have is, a few of them have already been answered. Thank you to the rest of the team. Will there be ASL services available during the mixers? Sam Evans said, yes, we will have interpreters on site during the social and mixers. We will be sharing the slide deck. Another question was, how do we store luggage on Monday? Is that with the hotel or in a special room? One of our team members responded and said, you can check your luggage with the hotel bellman in the lobby. We had a question about what is the self-parking rate at the hotel? Is it available daily or weekly rate for persons who will be attending the summit from Sunday? We have that information on our website as well, but hourly will be, I think Laura just posted it in the chat as well. Thank you. But hourly will be 20, daily 50. There is valet parking, a garage, and some discounts if you're staying at the hotel. Another question we had was, we have an attendee who wants to share their attendance on LinkedIn. Is there an I'm attending M Enabling 2025 infographic available? We hope to have that available by Friday. A few more questions about the QR codes. And then another question for Sam E. Any visual assistance to navigate, get meals, etc.?
We will have staff on hand. We are happy to assist. We'll be happy to lend our elbow and help read, navigate the spaces in places as well. We have volunteers on hand. So yes, there is visual assistance to navigate at mealtime and during breaks. We will be watching for you, but by all means, if you're in a session room or in a doorway, ask for a staff or volunteer, and we will be happy to come to your assistance.
Thank you. There's another question for Sammy. What type of accessible transportation is available?
So I think earlier in the presentation, we may have covered some of this. There is an accessible shuttle that can be requested at least an hour in advance from Reagan to the hotel. There are several accessible taxi services that are listed, and the DC Metro does have accessible train carriage, elevators in service that would make accessible transportation if you're taking the metro system to the stop by the hotel, and the transit in the underground passageways is accessible as well.
Thank you. 1 second, trying to pull up more questions. Laura's also answering them at the same time.
Lauren, this is Sam. I see a question from Sam in Q&A. We have ASL interpreters on staff this year. We do not have Auslan interpreters. AUSLAN.
think that's all the questions we have, unless anyone has any more.
And I see, this is Caroline Van Houw again with G3 ICT. I see Christopher Lee is on the call. Maybe Christopher, you would like to introduce yourself and help us do a wrap up.
Yeah, thank you, Caroline. This is Christopher Lee. It is great to be on this call. We're so happy that so many people turned out. We're really excited about having everyone at the summit. The summit is at a new venue, so please keep that in mind. If you've been in the past, it's not at the old venue, it's at a new venue very close by, as stated on the deck that was shared. I do want to say that Chris Wall did mention the government shutdown. We do have 3 sessions right now that we're looking at very closely. One of them is a 508 session. One of them is one dealing with the FCC. And we also have a Title II ADA session. Those are all on Tuesday. Depending on how this shutdown rolls out over the next couple of days, particularly by Friday, we may be having to cancel those sessions. That's yet to be determined yet. One of those sessions is for 508. It is a free session for folks to come over and participate in on Tuesday. And we'll be notifying folks if we will be canceling that session, particularly as well as others. If we do cancel them, we will be doing a follow-up session on the 508 one that will be virtual over the next month after the summit. So again, we're excited about having you there. Stay tuned to any communication regarding the government shutdown and how it impacts enabling. And again, see you in Arlington.
Lauren, I think we are good to go. Thank you everybody again for attending. There will be a recording of this session at the webinar if you'd like to look at it again. And we look forward to safe travels and see you in Arlington.